Two players. And a Grumpcade.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Pokemon Guard Academy.
Welcome back to Pokemon Dart Academy.
I promise that I won't draw a fucking Pokemon for an hour next time. Barry has to get on a plane tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
it's like, hey, well, I mean, I'm not gone for long, but it's like, oh, let's just like stockpile a bunch of episodes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ross is like, I'm gonna draw a girl for 50 minutes.
And
My name is Ross.
So in between the episodes, Barry's like, can you not? can we get this done?
No, I'm having fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, but
We have a very limited time to make these episodes, and I just kind of didn't think about it. I was just having too much fun.
Draw a fucking Meowth. Fuck you.
Oh my god, this one's gonna be fun.
Fucking give him a fucking Tylenol in his head and call it a day.
It's not a Tylenol, that's a coin.
It's a Robitussin. Fuck you.
Wow.
I'm getting salty again.
Wow.
After last episode's chill, calm, and collected, I've let the sass build back up, and now welcome back, Sassberry. You're back on the show. Yay, Sassberry. We love you, Sassberry. Hey guys, fuck you, fuck me, fuck everything. I want to go home.
Wow, that was really uncalled for.
Meowth. That's right. Man, why is Meowth able to speak English? Is that just the most obvious topic for this episode?
He's able to speak English because there's a whole fucking plot about it.
Well, I'm asking you because you're the Pokemon master, gotta catch them all.
Meowth is able to speak English because there was a girl he liked and he wanted to impress her, so he was like he was essentially a, what's it called? A stray Meowth? Stray cat? So to impress this
wild Meowth?
Yeah, a wild
like
Meowth.
Most Pokemon
Yeah,
are?
so to impress this girl that he liked, a female Meowth, he fucking learned how to speak. To be like, look how fucking smart I am, biatch. And she was like, I don't care, I'm gonna fuck this Persian. Oh! And
well, I imagine how it went down was he was like, oh, my lady, I have learned the powers of human speech. And she
was just like,
and she goes, meow.
I think she was just like, ew, gross, you're weird.
No, she doesn't know English because she's also a Meowth.
I guess that's true.
So she just goes, Meowth. And he's like,
Meowth, that's right.
And he's like,
that's right.
I spent 30 years learning how to speak English. Or Japanese, I guess. Oh, why is it $? Shouldn't it be yen? He's Japanese, man. He's got the lucky thing on his head, because it's Japanese culture. Get with it, son.
This is cultural appropriation.
I mean, it really isn't when it's their culture developing it. I don't know if you're allowed to reappropriate your own culture. I don't know if that's how it works.
Barry, shut up.
Are you done with Meowth yet?
God fucking damn it.
Jesus.
You can't rush Jesus.
You can't hurry, Jesus. You just have to wait.
God, I'm getting my lines are sloppy.
Jesus. It's a Jesus half today.
I guess I'll just fucking do it. I don't need the steps. I'm
just
good.
draw a really good Meowth outline and then make him have the derpiest face you can. Well, you're doing something, alright. Yep.
Try and get a straight line. That's good enough.
It's pretty straight. Does he have one eye? Oh, is he wearing cool shades?
You didn't fucking know it, bro.
Oh, God, he's wearing cool shades! But they're like on the brim of his non-existent nose where he's like, I'm staring at you above the shades.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. How'd you know?
Well, what can I say? From one artiste to another. I know a thing or two about sunglasses on cartoon cats that don't have noses. What would Meowth look like with a nose?
Huh?
Can you draw Meowth with a nose for me? There we go. Looks pretty good. I think I'm a fan of Meowth with a nose. It's a big old human schnoz.
That fucking cool ass cat.
That is a cool cat. That is the coolest cat. Do they actually ever explain why he can speak English?
I just fucking told you, that was the real reason.
Seriously?
Yes, that was the real fucking reason. You thought I was joking?
I thought you were joking.
No, that is legit, like...
I've learned not to trust you, so you'll have to excuse me.
Why is that?
No reason. I fucking love the story of, excuse me, of, you Skyping with Susie way back in the day and just being like, yeah, in Australia we don't have roads.
Oh yeah, she was really gullible.
That shit is so funny to me.
Yeah, I told Susie that we didn't have roads and we fucking had to ride animals to like school, and she like believed everything I said. I was like, wow, how far can I push this? And I just kept going. I was like, yeah, and in Adelaide they ride kangaroos, but in the West Coast we use dingoes because kangaroos are a commodity.
We're too busy using them for food to ride them around.
We do eat them, right?
Sure, I'm sure they're delicious.
You think I'm joking, don't you?
I have no idea anymore.
We really 100% do eat kangaroo in Australia.
Does it taste good?
It's really like tough meat. And I'm not lying, like I'm fucking telling the truth. I have eaten kangaroo before. They're not endangered. They fuck like rabbits, so they're like everywhere.
They fuck like marsupials.
Because
that's what they are.
Well, I guess that's true. That's a valid point you have raised, B.
Man, you don't know the first thing about valid points. That right there, that's a pretty valid point you just drew.
Thank you.
That point is true. And to the tip. You should make those shutter shades. I think that would make him a lot cooler.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Yeah. Are you still making him sassy?
Yeah, he's gonna be a cool fucking Meowth, bro.
Man. I wonder if Meowth couldn't speak English. If that would make for a less interesting anime.
What if he could only speak Italian? He's like, Buono gracias, mi chiamo, come stai? And then like, they're like, I don't, but across like all versions of the show, he only speaks Italian.
What do you say, Meowth, that's right, in Italian?
He'd be, Meowth, I did Italian for like 6 years in school.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was like the language I had at school.
I was impressed that you were able to spout out that much Italian.
Mi chiamo, come stai? Mi chiamo Ross. Bene, grazie. I don't know. I remember.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. You'd be also alarmed to learn that the, how to say blue in Italian is blue.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah.
It's not some azul shit?
No, it's blue.
Like every other Latin-based language that's not English and maybe German. I don't know what blue is in German. Let's see. Italiano. Giusto? Giusto? I don't know. I tried Google Translate. That's right.
Oh, Gusto.
G-I-U. I don't know how.
Gusto. They're like,
Meowth.
We're gonna steal your Pikachu. Gusto.
Meowth. Gusto.
Yeah, he's just like an Italian.
He says Meowth. That's right. So you'd say Meowth Gusto.
Meowth the Gusto. I'm gonna give him like a big fucking like swirly mustache.
That's racist. That's exceptionally racist.
Well, fucking Nintendo can do it. I can do it.
I mean, hey, touche. Oh, molto bella. Molto bene.
Molto bene. I'm fucking Meowth. That's right, though.
So why doesn't he have a euro on his forehead now?
Because he's Italian American. You fucking racist piece of shit.
Then why doesn't he know any English?
Huh?
He doesn't know any
Because he's freshly immigrated and he's still learning. Don't be fucking hard on him.
I mean, hey, it's really hard to learn a second language.
Yes, I know.
I don't want to.
I had to learn how to speak American. It's fucking difficult.
You're still learning. You have a lot to go.
I actually, like, consciously, I think, might have toned down my accent when I moved here.
You absolutely did.
I mean,
that clip of you.
Oh yeah, Kevin, play that clip.
Hi, my name is Ross O'Donovan. I'm the creator of Gamer Tonight. I'm just here to show you how the cartoon's made. Where it all started for me was definitely on the net, so with websites like newgrounds.com and stuff. And that really got me interested in animation in general, but then I think I was using Flash for about 3 years, just doing it as a hobby. And then later on, when I left high school, I decided I'd like to do something with this, and I went to this place called the Film and Television Institute of Australia, and I did a one-year course on doing my diploma of animation.
So let me explain. I used to work on a show in Australia called Good Game. I did some freelance for them. I did some animations. I did a show called Gamer Tonight, which I did like bi-weekly for their show, and whatever is this show I did. And they interviewed me, like, to be like, how does he make the show? And I came on, and they interviewed me at my place, and
you sound Australian as fuck.
Yeah, I sound really, really, really fucking Australian.
Like more Australian
Hi
than
there, guys. This is Ross from Perth. Just here to tell you that,
Yeah.
it's
good day.
unreal to listen to now because I do not sound like that. When I showed it to Kevin, he was like, "Who are you?"
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, weird is an understatement. It is fucking strange as shit to hear my voice back then.
You sound more Australian than crack open a nice cold day with your mates.
Well, I never really sounded like that. I sounded, I mean, people say they still hear it, and I can probably...
It comes out every
It
now
comes
and
out
then,
again,
but
yeah.
You definitely have a more Americanized accent.
The thing is, if you have an accent and you live in, like, America, every time you fucking go to buy anything, like, you'll be at a store and you'll just want to buy something really quick and get out of there, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, what's your accent?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's
Stacy.
yeah,
It's the same
no,
voice.
no, it is. It's
You wanna get fucked up? Yeah, I wanna get fucked. I'm gonna get fucked.
it's
I
like
love that
Stacy's
cartoon.
a fucking bitch.
what's it? Stacy, so good to see you.
Oh god, that entire short is quotable.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I saw you from across the room and
Yeah. I was gonna ask you because we were talking about you did 6 years of Italian.
yeah, but I wasn't paying attention for half of it.
Well, that's
So
fair.
3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I took a couple years of Spanish, and I never claimed I was paying attention for it.
I didn't do very well though. I actually remember that my teacher was dumb and that like she was like, "Okay, so for your assignment you have to write a fucking like you have to write a story in Italian." So I just wrote a bullshit story. Like I wrote a story like a 5-year-old would write it. Like I went to the park. I brought my dog. I love my dog. He's so cute. And then that was the story. I wrote it like an idiot. And then I put it into Babelfish, which was a translation program, and gave it to her. And she's like, "This is amazing. You should be
Wow.
really proud."
Wow.
And she like.
And you felt no shame doing so.
Of course not. I didn't care. I was like I gave the least shits about school of anyone.
Yeah, man. No, yeah, I took 4 years of Spanish, I think, in school, and didn't really learn much.
I'd love to know Spanish. I think that'd be actually useful.
Maybe.
Dude, when I first came to America and I saw quesadilla spelt out at a Del Taco, I said, "Can I have a quesadilla?"
No, you did.
I fucking
You
did.
said quesadilla?
I said quesadilla.
Oh, you poor fool.
Because I didn't grow up eating Mexican food, so it's completely an alien concept to me.
I mean, Spanish is definitely the most useful second language you could know in this neck of the woods.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
I don't know, maybe it's just because I know random little bits, I don't really think about it. But the most of any language that I ever learned in terms of like actual use was when I was studying abroad in China. When I was in college, I spent 4 months in Shanghai.
Oh yeah, you told me
And-
that.
And I learned so much Chinese while I was
Mandarin
there.
is an interesting language.
It's a really tough language.
My friend had to
but
learn it recently.
when you live somewhere, you just have to know certain things. And it was tough too because I was in a Chinese language class. I didn't speak a single word, a single syllable of Chinese before I got there, of Mandarin. And I was in the beginner, Mandarin level 1 class. But by the end of the semester, like I was able to write full sentences and random, but it was that same kind of like really simple, like, "My name is Barry. I like to play ball. I walk to the store." Like really simple stuff. And it was good to have that foundation, but I spent so much time learning shit outside, like Googling things, reading things, because that's what I needed. Like when I got into a cab, I needed to learn how to say like, "Make a left at that light," and shit like that, because that's what I actually needed in order to survive in that city. So it's all about immersion, man.
Was it fun?
It was something. I definitely had fun while I was there. I mean, I wound up in that program because originally I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing in school, and I really want to study abroad because, I don't know what I'm doing, and there aren't many opportunities in your life where you can just kind of drop your life and live somewhere else for 4 months.
Agreed.
So I wanted to go to, I think London originally, but for pretty obvious reasons, that's one of the most popular programs at NYU, because you don't have to learn another language. You can just kind of show up and be like, "Pip pip cheerio," and they're like, "Oh, you're one of us."
Yeah, Holly did that.
So I was super down to do that, and they're like, "Oh, the program filled up. You can go to one of these other programs," and I was like, "Well, I don't know, maybe I'll just stay here." And I met with the global affairs director person, I don't remember their title. And they're like, yeah, like, why don't you go to China? And I was like, China? Why would I want to go to China? He's like, oh, these reasons. And I was like, oh, if I can go to China. So I went to China.
That's a fascinating story. I'm not being facetious. I'm just trying to concentrate.
No, it was, I mean, it was crazy for me because I didn't know a whole lot about China, to be frank. And I learned, wow, you should give him some chin stubble.
I was actually gonna do that. Wow, great minds think alike, my friend.
Well, my mind is great, so what am I? That's good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I saw a lot of crazy things while I was in China, and went to a lot of Buddhist temples, and I spent my spring break in southern China in Guilin, and went to Yangshuo, which is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
That region is famous for its karst peaks, as they're known.
Oh, I know, like the ones in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Well, it's spelled K-A-R-S-T, and they're just these giant.
What a fucking weeb answer. Oh, like the ones in Dragon Ball.
I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of anime has that kind of influence of like these just real. It's like flat terrain, and then these giant bulbous mountains just kind of sticking out of the ground.
You said bulbous.
I did say bulbous. Your face is bulbous. Fuck you. So yeah, and I like went rock climbing there and kayaking and bike riding. I don't know, all kinds of like crazy fun shit down there. But I don't know. I also saw like really extreme class differences side by side.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
I've heard about that.
You know, there's definitely parts of China that are third world in comparison to. There's parts in Shanghai that feel like they're third world. Lots of slums, and where I lived was near the outskirts of the city, really.
Right.
And so I would get off the bus and like a fucking chicken would run around, you know? It's like...
Oh, yeah,
Not there's anything wrong with that, it's just like the you know, just the different lifestyles in such close proximity was very new to me.
Barry's not trying to be discriminate on anyone who has their chicken running around.
Yeah, it's like, whatever, you need chickens. Like, they're great.
We have
but also,
pigeons,
I mean, you have to understand,
whatever.
I'm a fucking city boy. I grew up in LA and went to school in New York. Like, I thrive in an urban environment. So when things start to get more rural, I'm like, whoa, what's happening? You know, I would probably be, if I got off a bus in Kansas, I'd probably be like, whoa, this is third world as shit, bro.
When I first came to the US, it was the biggest culture shock for me.
Yeah, you're talking about GTA?
Yeah, the only thing I had to compare it to was Grand Theft Auto 4. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, this is Grand Theft Auto 4. And the first place I ever went was San Diego. So,
Wow.
for Comic-Con. And I was just like, what the fuck is this place? It's still,
That would be crazy.
In a way, it's like still kind of like that. Like, I mean, occasionally I'll just have like moments of like, oh my god, I'm a foreigner. Like, it's small. I mean, small things, especially when like, sometimes when I do episodes with Dan and Aaron, and they're like, haha, blah blah blah, reference, haha, and I'm like, ha ha ha. I just like smile and nod, but I have no idea what they're talking about.
Sure.
Because it's like they'll be referencing like an old ad on television, and I just kind of smile and nod because I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And I imagine that happens a lot for people watching I mean, shit, it happened even watching Family Guy. Like if I watched Family Guy back when I lived in Australia and I had never been to the US, occasionally they make references to like television, like shit, like ads and shit that are here. And
you just don't get it.
You don't get it. You're like, I don't get it. Is it a reference to something?
I mean, yeah, in a greater sense, that's probably what probably the most value that I got out of living in China for 4 months was, because it's one thing to travel, and I've been fortunate enough to do a fair amount of traveling outside the US, and you always kind of get that sense of like, oh shit, I don't belong here. Like everything that I've kind of taken for granted is turned on its head here.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives you that good sense of perspective. But most of my traveling up before China had been in Europe. And I am clearly white male. And
I mean, I don't know about clearly.
yeah, clearly. Running around China, I was very, very much the minority. Like, I would go entire
we were in
days.
Japan.
Yeah, but I mean, even in Japan, I would see a lot more white people.
That's true. That's true.
There would be entire days where the only white people I see would be some of my classmates. And even of the people in my group who went to this program from NYU, most of them were Chinese. So I just had to get used to being the minority, and like, it gave me a really good sense of perspective that I didn't have up until that point. Because you read about, people's experiences in the U.S. or elsewhere as a cultural minority, and you kind of just have to take it at face value, because there's some things you just can't feel until you experience it for yourself. And I never really received a whole lot of discrimination or anything for being white in China. Even in Shanghai itself, people didn't really care.
Right.
When I left Shanghai and went elsewhere, like Suzhou or Nanjing, people would ask to take a photo with me because I was white.
Whoa.
And that was very, very unexpected. That was like, wait, hold on. And like, just like what I would be on the subway, going from like school to this internship that I had, and if there was another non-Chinese person, it didn't even matter if they were white or black or what. If there was another non-Chinese person, we would lock eyes. And we would like have a moment of like, oh my god, like maybe you can't speak Chinese as well, and like we have a connection here. It was really bizarre. So
did I tell you about one of my best friends back in Australia, Justin?
Maybe. But...
So Justin is Chinese Australia. Well, actually, he was born in Brunei, I think, but he grew up in Australia. So like thick Australian accent. A good buddy of mine. We grew up together, and his parents are like, well, very Chinese, and I guess like what happened was he didn't speak any Mandarin, and that was kind of like weird in his family. So like he had to spend all this time like learning how to speak Mandarin, and he went to I guess like the same thing you did. Like he went to a class thing in Shanghai or whatever, and he said that the only story I remember about that, and he told me a lot of stories. The one that stuck was that his roommate that he had, I believe, was another guy, a Chinese guy, who when he pooped in the toilet, he would wipe his butt and then throw the poopy paper in a trash can and not flush it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because they like don't have the sewer systems to like properly process like poopy paper.
Yeah, I would see that. Well, a lot of public bathrooms, well, first of all, they were largely squat toilets, which I had to get used to that.
Fuck that shit.
Having food poisoning as a Westerner.
Poisoning?
Oh, sure. Several times. Because I ate lots of street food and my digestive...
idea.
I mean, it was delicious. Just my digestive system was like, don't do that. I got food poisoning once, and I was like running around in public, like trying to find a bathroom, and I found one that was just a row of squat toilets that were basically just like, a tiny barrier dividing holes in the floor, and there was no toilet paper.
Oh, that's.
And I was like, I can't do this here, because even if I was good at squatting, I can't not have toilet paper right now, because a lot of them just wouldn't have it. And I don't know if you're just supposed to bring your own toilet paper with you.
That's
but
fucking weird,
I just had to run
man.
around until I found a restaurant that had some toilet paper.
You just shit your pants. I've done it.
Yeah, well,
Probably
you told that story earlier.
I did.
And finding Teddy.
Wasn't too proud of that shit.
No.
Literally.
I have not shot myself even while under duress in China. I did not shit myself.
Just sometimes
I
one
remained
day
resolute.
you're gonna come back to me. You're gonna be like, Ross.
Dude,
it
if I
happened."
shit myself, you will be the first to know.
Thank you.
I will text you as it's happening. I will live tweet it.
No, I'll periscope it. Ew.
I'll prairie dog it. Prairie dog periscope. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of weird stories about China. I used to buy lots of DVDs from this bootleg shop that was around the corner. That was fun.
Wow. Like, yeah, I did that in Bali.
A lot of knockoff stuff.
No, Bali was full of knockoff shit.
I was gonna say something. I don't know, man. It was just neat.
Sounds like it was a life-changing experience.
It probably was. I mean, there was just stuff like the college that hosted the program, East China Normal University, is what it's called, has a giant statue of Mao on the campus. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm in China. That makes sense. And like Mao's on all the money.
Right,
obviously.
Right.
Aw.
Oh,
some reflections.
He wanted me to add some. Well, I guess I kind of already did, but
it's like step 2, and you're like, I'm fucking done.
I mean, I'll do that. Whatever. They're like, please do it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sure some people actually really learned to draw with this program.
Yeah, I mean, they're teaching you good stuff. Well, you've drawn Meowth. Oh my. I like the
I
fangs.
love it. I love it. I love how many teeth he gave him.
Aw, it's cute. Oh my god, his face.
It's beautiful.
Yahoo.
What are you gonna say? On second thoughts, there's no need to be in too much of a rush.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No need to teach that lesson to Ross. He's taking as much time as he
I'm
wants.
sorry.
It's fine. You drew an amazing Italian Meowth. Ugh, that's a badass Meowth. If ever I saw one.
Meowthio.
Meowthio.
Scratch, scratch, scratch. That's his background.
Firenze.
Susie. Drawing racist Meowth.
Yeah, God, that's so racist, Susie. How could you do that? Well, next time on Grumpcade.
Next time.
What are we doing next time,
More
Ross?
lessons.
More lessons?
Ago.
Probably more lessons.
All right. Bye.
Goodbye.
Do 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 do.